I'm proud of me for being an example for a lot of people. So many people come up to me like, man, thank you for the person you have became. Thank you for being, not being like you used to be. Like a lot of friends I went to high school with, man, they didn't want to fool with me no more because I was a monster.
That was Tony Jackson of Tony Restored. Hi, I'm Martin John, and you're listening to the Recover Yourself podcast, where we talk to people in long-term recovery about what it takes to make that happen. Tony is all about each of us getting very real with ourselves. He talks about how he's not interested in coddling people or allowing them to hold themselves back with limitations. We also talk a lot about coaches and external people who can help us find and target our blind spots, which we all have whether we want to admit it or not. Tony also practices what he preaches, and he's been working with coaches to get right with himself for a long time now.
Tony, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, glad to be here.
So, on this podcast, we talk to people long-term recovery, and I know you got some time. What is that?
10 years.
And you do a thing you call Tony Restored. What is that?
Tony Restored is a coaching program. I help people with addiction problems. I help people with life issue problems, trying to get back on track, getting back into society. Sometimes when we get trapped with drugs for so long, we forget about the things that we like to do. So I help people get back on track. I push people, man. I don't play. I push people. That's what I do. So I tell people, hey, man, if you can't stand to be pushed, maybe this not a good fit for you. And I'm just being real,
We need that, right? Like when, again, like there is a difference between recovering from and recovering to. So talk to me about like when you work with people that are recovering from still.
Well, I'm, it depends on the person. It depends on what state of mind in, what is, what is going on in their life. I found a lot of people don't want to be pushed, man. They don't want you to put their foot on their neck. They want to be pampered. And I don't want to pamper you. Just like you said, it's okay because some people might need it. But if you're trying to take your life to the next level, let me push you, man. But it's like this, though, Martin. If I see you lit up off the gas, I'm not going to put out my might into you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to play with you. I'm just a straightforward person, man. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I want to be real, and I want people to be real. And while I say that, I got a coach, and he be on my butt. He's always stretching me, and that's where I get that from. I want to stretch people because I think when you stretch people, and when people invest in themselves, that make them want to do better. Because if you get something free, you're like, oh man, I do this whenever I get ready, or you're not going to put all your might into it.
So how did you, like, I hear you got a coach, but how did you get to a point where you even wanted a coach?
Well, for me was, it necessarily wasn't even about the drugs and alcohol.
No. It really never is it?
It's about life issues, just dealing with life in general, dealing with a marriage, dealing with children, dealing with myself, those deep secrets that I thought I had dealt with, but really hadn't dealt with because they would still bother me, or come up with challenges and not really hitting the challenge, really kind of just going to a little bit, you know what I mean, but not really digging deep into that challenge. And I know I needed somebody to put that foot on my neck. I thought I could do it by myself, but no, I need somebody that's going to really push me and get me to another level.
And what's the goal of having a coach for you at this point?
The coaches are to see my blind spots, the spots that
right. I'm telling you.
They can see like, oh man, I think I'm doing is good, but they see those blind spots. Hey man, you need to work on this. You said that you really treating your wife good. You're not. You need to do this and you need to do that. So that's why I think I need the coaches. The end goal is I want to keep getting better, because if I let the coaches go, that means that I'm gonna start slacking, and I think I got the best. You know what I mean? So I always want somebody to push me. And my coach is 30-something years old, 20 years young. I'm 50. He's 30, but he's real sharp. I mean, real sharp. And I'll be like, damn, I got this young punk coaching me.
Tell me some shit.
But,
What's up?
yeah, but he keep me going, you know.
Yeah.
He keeps me going. And I think that we all need someone to keep us going, because we can get comfortable in our own mess. We think we got it going on, and we don't. How you gonna tell someone? Let's use finances. If you coach somebody with finance, how you gonna tell someone about finances and your finance jacked up? And how you gonna tell someone about how to run a marriage if your marriage is jacked up?
Just because like we're talking coaches and stuff, I do want to push you a little bit, because that's what I do too. I want to like where is that individual faith in yourself and in your ability to grow and mature at your pace? Or is that not good enough?
No, it's actually good. I have the drive, I have the ambition, you know. But like you said, it is my choice. But I want to just get better as I go. You know, when you surround yourself with people that's greater than you, it makes you want to do better. And that's why I say I have a certain coach. I just want to keep getting better. I don't want to stay in the same box. You know,
I get that.
Yeah, for like I said, like 5 or 6 years, I was just doing everything on my own. I've never had a sponsor. I never did that. And I said, like, you know, some things were missing. So I just want somebody to keep me. It's really awareness. So because you don't see stuff. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you think everything's going good in your life, but it's really not, because you really don't. You can't see everything going on.
Right.
I hope that was.
No, I like that. So, and it was 5 years ago that you started working with coaches, but you didn't. So now are you 12-step guy?
Huh?
Are you 12-step? Did you?
No 12 steps. Never.
All right.
Steps. Never
12 steps. Did you use anything, or did you just like say I'm done? Like when you cleaned up?
No, I had a spiritual experience with God, man.
All right.
Because I tell you about it. I went to a prayer service one Saturday morning about 6:30 in the morning, and it started having praise and worship, and it was only like 5 people in this church, and man, all of a sudden, like the spirits got real high in this church, and the next thing I knew, the Holy Spirit picked me up and threw me against the wall, and I would just pant, and I couldn't move, and I started purging. All this foreign stuff started coming out of me, and man, right then, my life changed. But even after that experience, I still went back out and used, but I couldn't get high no more, man. Every time I tried to go get some drugs, it just didn't work. It got to the point where I would give away the dope, the crack.
Yeah.
I don't give away no crack.
No, I hear that. I was like, I've never heard that before.
I gave it away because it wasn't working no more. Until one day I was at home and it sounded like, man, God, change your life when you was on that wall. That was it. That was it for me, man. Never been through a 12-step program. I don't go to meetings.
That you started rebuilding your life 5 years after that experience.
Right.
What caused you to want to do that?
What caused me to want to do that was my family, man. I had, during that time, I lost relationship with my children. And that was my why. I had to get them back because my children had lost respect for me. They respected their stepfather more than they did me. So that kept that drive. Now, my parents was always there, but they had lost hope in me. And I knew that I had to do it so I can get that back. Because I wasn't in a good place, man. I did a lot of ugly things when I was in my addiction. So that was my why. Like, I got to do it. I got to do it. And now, you know, children got a good relationship. I'm not gonna say great. It's big break. You know, still a rebuilding, but we have come a long, long, long way. Now, my parents trust me, but it was part of my life where my parents didn't trust me. So that's why I had to do that.
Yeah. So I always look at like the why needs to be you, right? Not your parents, not your kids. And and I know you mentioned your parents and kids, but I do want to bring this back around and ask, like, how is that why you, or is it at all? Because I hear you going to coaches and stuff trying to get better, and like you're trying to improve your relationships, you're trying to improve all this stuff, but where are you in all that? Where is your love for yourself driving your sobriety or driving your recovery into who you are today?
I know that I got to put myself out here in front, so I can keep my relationship with my family. That was just like a target, they was like targets, like, okay, boom, your target's out there, just keep going. But being real, it's really me, because I'm the one who had to put the work in when it came down to it. Now, they didn't keep me sober. They didn't keep me from keep going out. I did, and God did. So I had to put the work in, because it wasn't like, oh, man, they're going to keep me sober. No, I had to put the work in.
Yeah, because I was talking to one guy one time, and he had said, like, if it was my daughter that was keeping me sober and she died, I would have no reason to be sober, right? And it's like, that shit's on you, and that's kind of what I'm trying to get at, where it's just like, okay, where are you, right? Where are you in all of this? Because like, you are gonna be here forever, right? Your entire experience is going to include you. And it's not necessarily always going to include your parents. It's not necessarily always going to include your kids. We already had times in your life where it didn't include your kids because they chose to step away.
Even like now, it ain't so much about them. It's about me. It's about me keep striving, me keep doing better, me keep pouring into people, me keep being an example, keep being having character, integrity. That's my thing now. You know what I mean? It ain't so much not like I got to keep doing this for them, but our relationships are good. It's about me now, about me being rebuilding, about me surrounding myself around people that need some hope. Now, some people, like you said, would never experience what I experienced. You know what I'm saying? That's just a blessing for God. But people just want to hear a story to let them know, hey, you can recover. Because I went through some of the same challenges people did out there. I mean, I used to go on binges for a whole week, clothes on, not washing my face, not brushing my teeth, doing the same thing. I used to steal out my mom's purse. You know what I mean? I can relate to everybody else. And they know that, damn, if he went through that, I can do it. I can go through it. I can make it. Even with going to prison twice, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He didn't rebuild his life,
Well, right, and that's significant, right? And a lot of people got stories. A lot of people got those stories, but not everybody that's out there has a story of coming back and saying, like, I'm proud of who I am today. So I want to ask you, what are you proud of in your life today?
Man, I'm proud of me for being drug free. I'm proud of me for becoming a recovery coach. I'm proud of me for being an example for a lot of people. So many people come up to me like, man, thank you for the person you have became. Thank you for being, not being like you used to be. Like a lot of friends I went to high school with, man, they didn't want to fool with me no more because I was a monster.
Yeah.
And I don't respect me now. Like, man, I respect what you're doing. I respect that you wrote a book, man. Thank you for really getting your story out here to the world and sharing it.
Yeah. And so what are some of the challenges you're working through today, 10 years on?
I struggle with fear, man, that I don't want to ever lose the relationship with my children again. And what would that look like if I did? Mm-hmm. That was that really tore some pieces out of me when I did that. Because I look at other people and I see how they come up with their children, how they got this great relationship. And it just played back in my head like, damn, man, why did you have to do the things you did? Your daughters care more about their stepfather than they do you. So that's a big fear of mine, that I don't want to lose that. And sometimes I think that, to be honest, man, sometimes I feel like I kiss their butt to a certain extent for them to for them to keep accepting me. Like, I know that they run a game on me about certain stuff. And sometimes I was like, damn, they really don't give a damn about me. They just want what I got, you know? And that's one of the fears that I have right there.
Man, I'm going to go into that. I'm gonna dive in. So, the fact that your children are running game on you a little bit and you're okay with that, is that good for them?
No, it's not. It's not good for. It's not good for them at all. But there it goes back to it again. I'm fear if I strike that hard conversation up with them, that they gonna branch out from me. That I'm gonna lose. And it took over 15 years for me to get a damn relationship back with them. And I'm like, damn, I done worked 15 years to get this, then I can lose it just like that. Mm-hmm. Saying that if something happened, just say my daughter's never like, boom, we're done with you, Dad. I'm cutting you off. They ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep moving. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah, well, you got to, right? Like, there ain't no...
It hurt, but I'm strong enough now to keep moving.
Nice. When you began recovery, what were some of the things you thought would never change, but ultimately did?
Mm-hmm. I never thought it would change. I thought I was going to use drugs for the rest of my life. I thought that I wasn't going to be a good father. I thought I would never be able to get a good job. I thought I was just going to be this old bum. I thought I was really going to be nothing, because I had for a while, I didn't go back to what you were saying. I really didn't have no self-respect for myself at one point. As time went on, that started rebuilding. I started rebuilding my confidence up. So those were some things that I thought I would never get back on track. Never thought that my parents would really start trusting me again.
Yeah.
I thought I would see that.
Yeah.
I thought about me being in a position that I am now. You know, owning my own truck, writing a book, being a recovery coach. That never came no doubt at all. Here, you know.
Yeah, that's the magic of living your life.
Friends,
you know?
I got friends, like when I go back to Texas, man, I got friends that they still drink, they still do that thing, but I go hang out with them, man. What's up? You know what I mean? They don't bother me. I could do that. You know what I mean?
You can't be running. You gotta live your life, right? There's bars on every corner. You can't
Cause I'm happy with Tony. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm happy with me. And that's why I try to step my friend, man, that's y'all. Kill yourself, bro.
That's right.
What got to do?
Yeah, we're good. Like,
I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do, and I don't, because I got core values that I live by. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't gamble, I don't chase women, and I don't chase men. Those are core values that I live by.
Yeah, damn right. Do you meditate?
To be honest, man, I just started meditating.
Talk to me about that.
I haven't learned the full effect on
there ain't nothing to learn. You just be quiet. But what are you doing?
Actually, man, I just really been starting here just about the last 6 months meditating. You know, just when I get up in the morning, just take some time and just relax. Mm-hmm. Just to clear on everything, you know. And I noticed that it's really helping me out, even with the breathing exercises. I do the breathing exercises first, and then I meditate after that.
Nice. What sort of breathing exercises you do?
I do the way where you inhale, as long as I can, and then release. I do that 5 times.
You can really move some shit in your system and in your mind by just breathing differently, you know. When did you notice that you started to see yourself differently?
I think I think it's several ones, but one of the things really made me feel like that I had some value was when I wrote the book, man. Because you know, being a high school dropout, I never thought that I would ever be accomplished to be able to write a book. Me, dropout, you. that really helped me out a lot when I was able to do that. And that showed me right there that, man, if you could do that, you could do anything in the world you want to do. Mm-hmm. That really struck a match there with me when I was.
No, I mean, I always talk about the idea that, we're novelty seekers. We're looking for something. We're always looking to do something. We're looking to get our fingers into something. And, so writing a book is a big one. What made you think you could do that?
Being around right people, being around my brotherhood, being around guys that's inspiring, guys that's doing bigger things than me. Got other guys around me that's really stretching me to a certain extent with life overall. Sometimes you could be in a circle where ain't nobody doing nothing, and you could be in another circle where people will push you and they'll give you that drive and that energy. Hey man, yeah, you could do this. Versus being in somebody else like, oh man, I wouldn't write no book. I wouldn't write a book. Why you writing a book? What's the cause of that? Or if you want to start a business, man, why you starting a business? That business ain't gonna work, man. So I think it really gave me the drive there.
What made you change the people you wanted to be around?
Because they ain't going no place. They ain't doing nothing. Mm-hmm. Ain't doing nothing. Put it like that. They ain't got no integrity. They ain't got no character. Like they ain't got no core values. Like they want to cheat on their wives. You know what I mean? We still having the same damn conversation that we had in high school 10 years ago. Man, I don't want to talk about that. You know what I mean? Let's talk about enhancing our lives. Let's talk about doing something. Let's talk about investing money. Let's talk about where we're going to be at in 15 years. I don't want to be gossiping all the time, talking about this and that person. Let's talk about goals. Let's talk about doing something.
Damn right. Well, and how long were you in recovery before you changed your group of people? And let me ask you, how much respect did you have for that group of people before you got clean?
Ooh, I had a lot of respect for them. A lot of respect. Because those my crew. Those are the people that I hung out with,
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Martin, we still all right. Mm-hmm. Limit myself about being around them. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm better than them. I can't. No, when I go home, I still go to the hood, still have bars, like we talk, but it's just a limit. Okay, now it's time for me to go. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I get it. I mean, like they're a part of you, man.
Right.
And I think that's the thing that keeps a lot of people from growing at all, is because the people around them are saying, why are you gonna write a book? Why are you gonna do anything other than just hang out on the corner with us?
Yeah, and one of my friends like, man, why are you doing that, man? Why you putting yourself out there like that? Why not? I'm transparent. I'm an open book, bro.
Yeah.
Book. Whatever they want to ask. They're gonna talk about you. And they talked about me before. So what's the difference?
They talked about me before. You're talking about me before now. Like, what am I gonna, like, I ain't got nothing to lose because it's my life. Tony, man, thank you so much for talking with me about all this. I'm really glad that we got a chance to talk, because you and I get to talk about some real things, like in terms of living. Right. It's not just about like recovery and stuff, but it's about like living life and getting straight with yourself. So I appreciate your time, man.
Appreciate you, man.
I want to thank Tony for getting so real with us and for being open about where he's getting real with himself. Even if you find that you're the expert in the room, or if you find that you're the person with the most time in the room, there's still something you can learn from others. I also want to mention that we're not going to please everybody. Some people may never forgive you your past, but no matter what you face, you can still recover yourself with love and dignity. Thanks again for listening to the Recover Yourself podcast, and I encourage each of you to rate and review this podcast on your favorite app, as well as send me feedback on where I need to focus my efforts to help the most people. Please donate and support Recover Yourself so I can continue bringing you the best of what recovery has to offer. Until next time, keep recovering yourself.